What's up guys, my name is Mart, welcome back to another video. Today here back on F1 2019 to the last IDK challenge, and today we're going to drive as Max Verstappen around the Suzuka circuit in heavy rain conditions. If you don't know what is happening right now, a typhoon is hitting Japan, especially on the Suzuka zone, on the Suzuka region I mean, and in terms of Saturday activities like F3 and qualifying and the support races have been cancelled because basically it's going to be impossible to drive with a typhoon. So here I am doing a last IDK challenge on Saturday. Generally I do on Sunday, but yeah, today there's no racing, so I decided to post this video to give you guys some heavy rain racing. And so let's see what we can do starting in P20 as Verstappen in heavy rain conditions. It's going to be tricky because Suzuka is not one of my best tracks, so in heavy rain conditions things are going to be even more tricky. So if you are enjoying, make sure to smash like and subscribe channel if you've seen plenty more Formula 1 content. It really motivates me to make more. If you could that, I would be very thankful. So now further ado, let's go down to the track and let's see what we can do with the Dutchman. And so here we are on the track guys as Verstappen in the Red Bull and heavy rain conditions. A very sad day in Suzuka with the heavy rain, like I said. So in terms of strategy, there's no strategy when it's a 25% race with rainy conditions. There's no stop, so we are ready to go. It's going to be the whole race on full wet, so let's see what we can do once again. And we're ready to the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. 13 laps ahead of us. What we can do as Verstappen, 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix, starting in P20. The lead slides out and away we go. Some wheel spin, and unfortunately it was an absolutely terrible start. It's going to be absolutely tricky to overtake even the Williams cars. They are very slow, but let's see what we can do. Heading into turn 1, trying to go around the outside of Robert Kubica, getting caught a little bit on the curb of Russell and of Daniel Ricciardo. That is way down the order, that Renault. So we're going side by side with Russell. Ricciardo gets a nose in, but we're going to get ahead of George Russell, so that's us into P18. The car very slippery, very wild. The rear of the car especially. I was struggling a little bit in the first stage, but now I'm going to try to go round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo, but the traction isn't there, so we have to be a little bit more patient. But as you can see on the left hand, on the long left hander, we gained some time on Ricciardo, so maybe I'm thinking the move in the next corner. No, because he's trying something on Grosjean actually, but now we're going up of inside without hesitation, a little bit of hesitation actually, sorry, really squeezing into the curb, a little bit of contact, but needs must, we have to make these moves, and that's us into P17 and maybe P16 as we go down of the inside of Grosjean into the hairpin. Very cautious, very slow, because the track is very green at the moment, very slippery. The circuit is literally soaked. You can see the water puddle, so we have to be not careful. We have to be extra careful. And now we're trying to chasing down Sergio Perez, but as you can see, really struggling at the moment, getting a power slide, so skidding away through Spoon Curb. So here's the proof that these conditions are really tricky around Suzuka. But now I'm trying to make a move on Sergio Perez, getting the slipstream overtake mode on standard revs, because I can't go in rich because we would get some wheel spin. Maybe we're going to put on rich on the middle stage of the race, but Perez gets a little bit held up by Giovinazzi and lost some momentum, and we go up of inside on the chicane. Very slow. I was struggling a little bit because I believe I don't race around wet Suzuka since the F1 2017 game, I believe. At least I remember that in the 2018 game I didn't drive, so this is kind of new for me. And on lap 2 we're going up of inside of Giovinazzi onto the grass. Giovinazzi really put the elbows out. He didn't want to give up this position, but we stick to the grass line, I can say. It was very dangerous. And now lap 3, we hit the polystyrene sign, the brake marker, so we're chasing down Danik Viet on the Toro Rosso. We're gaining a lot of time, especially on the sector run, and we are in the slipstream heading to the hairpin. This is being a good place to overtaking, and we do so, and that's us into P12. So we're making a good, considering that we are on the wet and we are in P13 on lap 13, on lap 3, sorry. I think we're doing a great job, and now Albon gets held up by Nico Hülkenberg because we're going side by side through 130 on the outside, a little bit hesitant on the brakes because I don't know how the grip is on the outside line of the chicane, and we made the move stick, and that's us into P12. So P12, end of lap 3, I think we're making good progress considering that we are in heavy rain conditions. So we are now trying something on Nico Hülkenberg. I don't know if you guys could see, I was going a little bit on the side of the track to try to cool down the tires, so Yeah, and that's the thing that you have to do if the tires are cooked, and that's pretty much it. And we are in the slipstream of Nico Hülkenberg on the Renault. We have technically the best engine than Renault, so we're going to try on the outside. It's going to be absolutely awesome if we can make this on the wet on Nico Hülkenberg, a recreation of Raikkonen of Fisichella in 2005, and I gotta say that is a fantastic move from us. So here he goes. There's the replay on the outside. It's tricky to make on the dry, but we may stick on the wet. Yes, we have the better car, but still, it's very tricky to make on the wet, especially where the outside line is a little bit more wet than the inside line. And that's us, ladies and gentlemen, into P11. So that was a fantastic move, and as you can see, before 130R, going through the line with more water to cool down the tires, and now we are chasing down through to the first points position, that is Lance Stroll on the racing point in P10. So making good progress, like I said, going green. So this is our first lap going in clear air, and I gotta say the pace is strong. I'm really enjoying this race despite not making the fast progress that I could do in the dry race. Maybe the best that we can get is P6, just overtake the midfield cars. But now Stroll is going a little bit slow. He leaves the door open. We're going for it. We made contact because I don't know, but he left the door open. We caught napping, and we get P10. So yeah, just send it, like Daniel Ricciardo said. I think he said that, just send it. I don't know, but we're going to focus on our race, and we are trying something on sides. We go up inside, touching the gearbox of Raikkonen. He loses the back end, but fortunately Raikkonen managed to keep that Alfa Romeo on the road. So it was a little bit risky, but I had to make the move on sides. And as you can see, Raikkonen going really slow on that Alfa Romeo, where the downforce is not the best thing. Is more the engine. So as you can see, in Sector 1 is going a bit slow. We're gaining, especially with this Red Bull, where downforce is the best thing that this car can have, and we try and go round the outside of Raikkonen, but he doesn't leave the door open. So Raikkonen not giving any chance to us, and on lap 8, still in the same lap, we're going to try to do something on the 130R in the slipstream that we think better of that, and we're going to back off a little bit. But look at the speed that we carry through 130R. Maybe we can try something on the chicane. We're going to move very aggressively to the right, and we're going on the inside of Raikkonen. That was very close to his gearbox. It was a last-minute decision, but once again, a fantastic move from us by moving out of nowhere to the right. Here's the replay, beautiful camera shot, as you can see. Wow, that was absolutely amazing on Raikkonen, so close, a little bit more and we would lose our front wing. That was very risky, but yeah, go for it, just send it on the wet as Verstappen, the rain master. I consider Verstappen as a rain master. Is very good on the rain, and we are replicating that on the F1 video game. So we're now on Lando Norris, on the McLaren, on the inside, on the hairpin. How many times we made a move on the hairpin in this race, I don't know, but what matters is that we are in P7 in the same lap. We're getting close very rapidly on Kevin Magnussen on the Haas. Maybe he's struggling a little bit, so once again going flat out through 130, gaining a lot. We're going to the left, but we think a bit of that, and we go to the right and going off to the inside. So this is even more spectacular than the move on Raikkonen, and that says into P6. So once again a fantastic overtake on the wet at Suzuka. We are absolutely unstoppable. I'm really enjoying this race despite not battling the cars on the front. But as you can see, wow, that was amazing, beautiful camera shot. And yeah, I don't know, but maybe that's my best move of this year so far. Maybe I don't know, but I consider I have to see all my overtakes that I did on on this year. But that overtake was a little bit crazy as well in the last lap. On the first second, we were losing the back end like crazy. So the tires maybe are starting to go a little off. Maybe are starting to get hot, but we are in the last lap, going through 130 for the last time, and we're going to cross the line to take P6. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch Gasly. He was basically miles ahead because we lost a lot of time battling this guy, but nonetheless, it was a very fun race with crazy overtakes. 13 laps on the wet, starting in P20, P6. I think I could have done much better.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
And there you go, the confirmation results, guys. What a race, what a fun race. I didn't have so much fun in a race like this for a long time, especially at Suzuka. That is not of my best tracks, but probably the conditions are going to be like this on Sunday on the race. But I decided to put this last two I Don't Know challenge on Saturday because there's no F1 today because of the typhoon that is going to hit Japan. I thought, yeah, let's give a little bit of a fun race to my subscribers, to my viewers, because there's no F1 and that's kind of sucks. But yeah, it's understandable that it's impossible to race. Maybe if I have time, I'm going to put a last two I Don't Know challenge tomorrow on Sunday in dry conditions, but if not on Sunday, I'm going to put on Monday for sure. So guys, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to plenty more Formula 1 content. Share this video with everyone because this race was absolutely crazy. But now enjoy the race highlights. But for me, it's everything. My name is Mash, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video next time. But for now, it's goodbye.